Okay, you know what? I'm just going to continue, and I hope that you are able to watch later or continue watching. At any point, please do drop your comments. At any point, drop your comments. So today, just like I was sharing in the class, I was explaining that it is important for us to understand that there is a need to focus or strategically plan, and ask ourselves, okay, how much do I have in bank? What and what will I be spending for? Okay, before we even set out to apply. If we fail to ask those very important questions, it makes it even more difficult for us to focus along the line. All right. So if we do not know that, or if we're not able to find out what and what we would need to make payment for, it is really going to be a lot of trouble at the end of the day. Okay. So first, what I would do is I would not like to waste so much of your time. All right. So I just want to share very quickly the things that you need to start working on. What the day you decide to apply, the first thing is you need a transcript. Even to have to establish initial conversation with schools, you need a transcript. Aside from your transcript, you need to make effort or try to work on getting your other documents, say your statement of purpose, your letter of introduction, your resume, your recommendation letters. All of those facts, all of those documents are very important. So imagine that you're enrolling for a course, or okay, let's say you're not even enrolling for any program and you know that you are planning to apply, and you know that some schools will not offer application fee waivers while some will. So while you're starting out, you need to ask yourself, am I ready for this? And if you say you're ready, do you have a sustainable system that would ensure that you do not get frustrated along the line? Because you need to have some basic financial support so that you do not get frustrated in the process. If it is a 30,000 naira job, or that's like, how much is 30K now? 30K is how much in dollars? I can't really get the calculation now. Okay, 10,000 naira is how much? Okay, you know what? Let's not bother about all the maths. So if you are on a 30,000 naira job, you need to keep the job because you need some sort of financial leverage to fill your application to do all the necessary. If you're a serving corps member, that's if you're in Nigeria, you also need to make sure that you have some sort of saving plan. And that is why I would strongly recommend that you save with F and K. You still have quite a number of months to plan ahead. So if you've not been saving, see, nothing is cast in stone, all right? So if you're planning to apply from today, you should ask yourself, how much do I have in saving? If I have some money in savings, do I intend to put all my savings in this plan? Or do I need to divide 1/2 or 1/3 of all my savings so that I can get this going? Whatever it is you're planning or you have decided to do, it must be properly spelled out. It has to be properly spelled out. So after you have devised the means of sustaining yourself financially, you need to ask yourself, what is the initial commitment? There isn't so much commitment to make, I tell you. The initial commitments are not more than, first, your payment for standardized test course, and you need to, once you find out on time, you know how much it will cost to even sit for any of the exams. Now, I know that a lot of people do this misplaced priority thing. It is not your ethic. It is not for you to worry about, oh, will I get a school that would ask me to not to submit test, or will I be able to get a school where they will say they can waive or offer some sort of financial measure, financial support or not, even before you apply. The first and most important thing is write a letter of introduction, get the attention of advisors, know what the school's deadlines are, find out how much time you need to apply, find out what the schools are willing to waive, find out what they are not willing to waive. Once you find out all of this, it makes it very easy for you to to be able to say that, all right, because I have so and so information, I know what I am paying for. You do not go ahead and start registering for GRE and TOEFL when it's not like you have all the money put together in one bank account. If you do have all the money, save some bucks. Some bucks rather. Save some money, save some naira, save some rands, save some CDs, save some resources. Okay, you don't want to just start spending when you do not know what you're spending for or how important it is. Do your opportunity cost. What is an opportunity cost? Ask yourself, okay, I'm sending applications to 10 schools. Out of those 10 schools, are there 2 or 3 or 4 of them that are willing to waive application fees and also the test cost? Now, if 4 of them would offer you application fee waivers, and about 4 is telling you that they will not offer application fee waiver, they will not offer GRE waiver, but they also have funding, then you need to ask yourself, what can I do? If 4 schools are offering me all the waivers and they have funding, and about 6 schools are saying they don't want to offer any waiver, but they do have funding, it makes sense to still plan to take the test. Why? Because you have been able to with the opportunity cost thing, you are able to save money from the 4 schools out of the 10 schools that are telling you not to bother about the test cost. Let me repeat what I've just said. I said that in order to save cost, you must not go ahead and start registering for exams. You shouldn't bother yourselves about all of that. The first set of things you need to do are: 1, get a sustainable financial support. Get a job, get a part-time job or anything that will fetch in legitimate money. There is a free book I'm working on. Once it is ready, I will put it out for all scholars, because you need to also learn that you can make money from your passion. I do not encourage that you take a job that is so time consuming, because if you do, you will not have enough time to work or process your application. So as soon as you've sorted your financial leverage, the next thing is, how do I ensure that I get I do my opportunity cost, or I save money so that I can spend on what is absolutely very necessary, especially the visa fees that can never be waived by anybody. So the next financial plan is do your opportunity cost. After you get a financial support system or a job or anything that would help you make money monthly or weekly or daily. Secondly, work on your opportunity cost. In doing this opportunity cost, this is what I advise. So let's say you're applying to 10 schools. I've said that before, I'm just repeating myself. Out of the 10 schools, 5 of them are saying we are not going to give any form of waiver, but we have funding. And another 5 is saying we're giving you waiver for all the exams, for for all the exams and for application fees, and we will also offer you funding. Now, you know what you should do? Do not throw those schools that will not offer waivers in any way away. The money you've been saving all along can come in handy here. And this is where you know that you absolutely need to spend money. I hope you get this. So let me share my story. I remember when I started applying, I was the first job I was at when I started was a 30,000 naira job. That is so low. I mean, such ridiculous amount of money. Somewhere around is that not around $60? Okay, $60 is around 20,000 plus a little above $60. So that's around $70 or somewhere around that. I was on that job, and I needed financial leverage. That was why I took the job, and I needed to apply. So what I did was that because I know I didn't have all the resources, I was saving in bits. So when I started applying to schools, some schools will not say on their website that they are offering waivers. Even though they did not say that categorically, what did I go ahead to do? I went ahead to reach out to them. All right. I wrote a convincing essay. I'm not talking about all the other very important essay. I mean, the other major essays like LOI, SOP, and the rest. No, this is just a short essay stating that I am very much interested in this program, but I lack the financial capacity to be able to pay to pay the application fees. In the light of that, I am asking that if the school can offer me waiver. And that was it. And so even with that strategy, I started getting waivers. I can't count the number of schools that gave me waiver. And because I was also strategic, I was applying around fall, sometime like that year. And around that time, guess what? A lot of schools give application fee waivers, even though they will not waive, they may never waive GRE and TOEFL. I got several application fee waivers. I was able to cut clean. And you see, with several application fee waivers, the smart thing is for me to say, okay, let me save up, or let me get money or put money together so that I can take the necessary exams. And that was it. All right. And the exams, the good news is the one exam can be sent to over to 10, 15 schools within the year that I'm applying. Is that not still financially? That's smart. That's a smart financial plan. I hope you understand what we're talking about here today. So finally, I'm almost coming to the end of this conversation. I have a class on a WhatsApp group by 8, and I do not want to miss it. I also hope that you will join me in that class, and I'm going to do a broadcast soon to get your feedback after this session, and then, if you can join me in the WhatsApp class, I'll really be grateful. I'll be really grateful if you join me. So just like I was saying, I think I've made all the necessary points. I do not know if you're listening, if you can hear me. Can you hear me? You should drop some comments if you can hear me, right? So it's not like I'm talking to myself. If you can hear me, please drop some comments. Let me know if you can hear me. So the next point is, when you've sorted the pre-application, pre-submission phase, all right, you've taken care of the financial cost or responsibilities there. The next thing is you need to keep saving. You do not stop saving because you have been able to take care of this and that, and then your applications have been sent. You need to keep saving. And while you're saving because you'll be sending your official transcripts once you're done. You'll be saving because you need to send that official transcript. So let's say about two schools are offering you funding at the same time, and you're not sure where you should even pick. You can decide that, okay, I'm just gonna send my my you will just decide that you want to send your transcript to four of them. Do you understand? And that's one way to go, or to five of them, or to 10 of them. And those transcripts that you'll be sending for every school, I'm talking about official transcript now, after you have been admitted, after you've got funding, for every transcript you will send, it has to be taken care of by a courier service provider, not by you. And that will cost you some dollars, not so much money, but it will cost you some money. So those are the expenses. You need to start saving. Have you started saving? Are you saving with F and K? If you're not saving, all right, I would expect that you begin to save, you begin to save. So finally, I'm getting to the end of this conversation. The next information I'd like to share with you is, now that you have sent your official transcript, in a while, if it is a US school, you will be sent a document. All of those things are what I'm going to be touching in the course that is starting tomorrow. If you if you if you've not signed up, I think you should go ahead and sign up. Go to our website, www.studyandImpact.com, www.studyandImpact.com, to sign up for this course that is starting tomorrow. There's another batch, but slots have opened up for the next set, and I want you to start. I want you to join us. I don't want you to miss from all the knowledge, all the value that will be shared in class. So now that you have gotten your funding letter, you have received your admission letter, schools, the international office will reach out to you, and they will ask you to fill certain documents. So when they ask you to fill those documents, all right, you need to make sure that those documents are in order. In order, in the sense that you need to attach all the necessary papers. These are the things that we'll be talking about in class. Because after you mail them, all these documents, they will mail you back. And when they mail you, they will provide you with certain documents that you will need to apply for your visa, either in the US or in Canada. So now, this is the major part, the visa fees. That's something else you need to save for. Even if you're looking for a fully funded scholarship, guess what? Nobody is going to be paying your visa fees. You need to pay that yourself. And I believe you can, as long as you have a strategy and you have a good plan in place. So I'm done here. If you have questions, I would be here for some minutes to take your questions, to take clarifications, and then, we roll and come to the end of today conversation. But I'm still here. Let me post a note on the Telegram class and see if our people would respond. Just give me some seconds or a minute or so. I'll be back.